This is what Wilhelm Farm looks like from the road. And this is what it looks like from the edge of the woods. And this is the stream that runs through those woods. These are all views that you might enjoy if you visited the farm in person, but there are other ways of looking at Wilhelm Farm that can't be done from the ground. Through aerial and satellite images, we can see the farm from above and travel through time to see how it has evolved. This is an overview, literally, that will give you a sense of Wilhelm Farm's place on the map and in the landscape. The first aerial view comes from March 1934, just 2 years before Oscar Wilhelm purchased the farm. At this time, you can see that the property was surrounded by other small farms and pasture land. The eastern half of the lot was a mix of pastures and areas used for vegetable gardening. The wooded western portion was managed with an eye towards occasional timber harvests. By the early 1950s, Oscar had purchased an additional 15 acres, bringing the total area to slightly more than 45 acres and establishing the property boundaries that exist to this day. The back 15 acres are very steep in places with granitic outcrops. Consequently, this area was never fully cleared. Note the changes in the course of Salmon Brook between this image and the next. This is the result of flooding in 1955. Land use in the surrounding area begins to change now, notably the development of High Meadow, a private recreation area to the south of Wilhelm Farm. These aerial photographs were taken either at the end of winter or in the late summer, so at the extremes of foliage. Remember that it may appear there is less tree cover in some views simply because of the time of year that the image was captured. Land use in this part of North Granby continues to change. Most noticeable here is the appearance of the Harmony Hill housing estate east of Salmon Brook. The farm to the north has added a new house and outbuildings. Additionally, a borrow pit operation has begun. Such excavations provide sand and gravel for various uses, such as road construction. The operation, which will be seen over the next few views, first removes and stores the topsoil. The next step is to remove the sand and gravel, which lowers the gradient. In the end, the topsoil is restored and returned to farming. This aerial tour allows us to see the placement of the cultivated fields, as well as the farmhouse and outbuildings and the woods. Note the gentle incline from the road to the farmhouse. There is another rise in the woods, and the far western portion of the property is quite steep. The original house was built by the road in 1820, near the current location of the farm stand, and then moved up the hill by the 1860s. The barn and other outbuildings were built later in the 19th century. Several woodpeckers have nested in the trees along the northern property line, and the close proximity of trees, fields, and riparian zone creates a unique bird habitat. Different projects are going on around the farm, and we will continue to document our progress with video and photos, as well as creating some short tutorials about the tools and processes we are using. We'll be posting updates on social media and our website, so please visit us at wilhelmfarm.com as well as on Facebook and Instagram.